Hi everyone. I don't know about you, but I am ready to do Mixed Media Morsels Motivations for March. So let's find our page 3. Okay, and since we did a more vintagey looking page last time, or since I did, I know some of you did and some didn't, and that was perfectly fine. But since I did a darker type page, I'm going to come back to some color for this one. And you guys might remember not long ago I had a basket full of paper strips, painted paper strips, and I'm going to use some more of those to just cover the background of that page. So I've got some longer strips because what I'd like to do is put them diagonally across the page here. So I'll need some that are longer, you know, that will go all the way across. Like, see, this one's a little bit short. So I'll pick a longer one to go in the center, and then they'll get shorter as they go down, and they'll get shorter as they go down this way. So I've got some different size strips. These tend to be a little bit longer. These are kind of in the middle, and these are really short. So these little short bits will be for when I get down to, you know, the corners. So I'm going to just get busy gluing these down onto this page, and then I'll come back and we'll talk about what I might do for the rest of the page. I'm not exactly sure yet. This is one of those intuitive ones that I'm just going to play and see what happens. So I'll be back in a minute after I get all these glued on. So now we have all of the diagonal colorful stripes attached to the pages, and I didn't mention it earlier, but I added in a couple of black and white strips because I think that really helps to make all those colors pop when you put in some black. So that's why I included those. So that's my background, And as always, you guys can do whatever you want for your background and for your focal image. You can do your page any way you like. I just want you to, if you would, continue to use the quote that I'm giving you. And the quote for this page is going to be, "Don't wait for an idea so you can get started. Get started so you can have ideas." Now, this is really true, and probably for most artists, this is the way it usually happens. I'm sure there are some people who will get an idea and sit down and, make it happen. But when you're feeling stuck, or, maybe you just don't know what you want to create, it's really best not to wait around thinking, that an idea is going to come to you. What happens is when you start to play, like I did, just gluing down these strips, it spurs ideas in your head, and it gives you your ideas for focal point, for quotes, for all kind of things you can do in your art journal. Pablo Picasso said something along these same lines, and it was something like, "Inspiration exists, but it has to find you working." So you're most of the time going to be inspired while you're actually doing something, creating something. So even if you don't want to sit down and work on your page for your art journal, just take another book, or a practice book or something like that, and just do little warm-up exercises. Sometimes just throwing paint on a page, or collaging some scraps, something like that will give you a lot of inspiration. So do something, and then you'll find the ideas start to flow. So I'm going to go ahead and glue my quote on, and then I'll do my little focal image on this side. So now the quote is glued on. I don't have any idea who wrote this quote. I looked around and I couldn't find any author. So I'm just going to go ahead and use it as is and assume it's anonymous. If anybody should find out that there's a particular attribution I should give, you could just let me know. So now I'm going to draw a little light bulb for this side, because I thought it would be a great little image to use since we're talking about ideas. So I've got a little scrap of cardstock, and speaking of scraps, when I trimmed the edges of this page, I took all of those little bits and pieces and put them on a Rolodex card. So, and they all fit except for I think one little triangle piece about this size of this yellow one. So I was excited about that. So that'll be coming up probably sometimes in a Scraplications video where I'm working on my Rolodex cards. But I just wanted to show you that, you can use every little bit. They come in handy sometimes. So I'm going to use the scrap of cardstock, and I'm just going to draw a little light bulb to set on the page over here. so there we got a little light bulb. I'm going to outline it, and not going for perfection here, guys. Just going for fun. Just erasing the extra pencil marks. These little kneaded erasers are really cool. There's no eraser dust when you use them, and you just keep mashing them and kneading them and get, find a clean side. It's kind of cool. All right, I think we got most all of the pencil-y marks. I'm just going to cut it out. Got a little silver metallic, one of Jane Davenport's mermaid markers. So I'm just using a little bit of that to color the metal part. I'll have to draw over my lines again, but that's okay. Okay. Okay, so there's our little light bulb, and I'm going to attach it to the page, and I think I'm just going to take my larger size Posca pen. This is a 2.5 millimeter. And just make some little bright lines to come out from the outside. I hope it'll show up on this busy page. I'm not sure, but I think it'll be okay either way. I don't want to make this a yellow light bulb like it's all plugged up and everything, because obviously it's not. But I do think just some little marks to show like bright ideas would be a fun take on it. So I guess I could try it out with the Posca pen and see if it's going to work, and then I'll know where to go from there. Let's see. Let's just pretend, because I think I can wipe it off if I catch it pretty quickly. But if I just put a few little of these, I think it might work all right. I like it all right. I think that's fine. Okay, I'll go back over those again in a minute and make them a little darker. And in the meantime, I'll just go ahead and glue the light bulb in place. It's fun. can see the light bulb better. So I like that. All right, good deal. And then I think I'm going to put some stickles on the little bright lines coming out from the light bulb, just to help it to have some sparkle. I think that will add a fun, whimsical touch to it. And these are just diamond stickles, so picks up a little bit of the colors on the page too, because it reflects the colors. Okay, so there we go. I like that. I think that's fun. Let me lift it up and show you how it looks with the stickles in place. We'll see if we can get the light to catch them. Oh no. I think you'll be able to see it on camera. It's pretty cool. But that was a fun and simple page, and I love the colorful background. It just makes me happy to look at it. So I hope you guys will enjoy making yours, and I can't wait to see what you do and how yours looks. And be sure to come and share them in our Mixed Media Morsels Facebook group, so everyone can see and be inspired. And until the next time, we'll see you soon. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.